strålande dag.
Good morning, birds. Hi, Blueberry. He's a handsome guy. So yesterday, one of the projects I worked on was making this new run on the side of the big run. So we had these 3 in a little PVC chicken wire tractor. And now they've got space over here. Say hi to the Colonel. Hi, dude. You getting aggressive? Huh? Is it spring? Is it spring, sir? Okay, I'm coming in there. Don't flog me. So when this guy first hit maturity, he decided to become a flogger, and he liked to flog me. So we put him in a small area by himself for a few months, and it seemed to work him through it. And the other day he kind of charged at me, so we'll see. I'm gonna go in here and see what happens. Well, I bet that was fun to watch. He tried to flog me. All right, now for the good birds. All right, got those guys fed, and they were hoarding some little butt nuggets for us. So we'll clean those up since it's so muddy out here, and by them sitting on them, they've made them kind of dirty. But everybody's over there at the breakfast nook. They still had water, so we're not going to worry about that right now, especially since it's wet. So on to the next. Oh. Pilgrim's here. Hey, Pilgrim. He's not gonna, yep, there he goes. He's our unofficial farm cat. He showed up. He comes every day and eats. He takes care of the mice in the basement for the most part. And this is closer than he's ever let me get to him. So I gotta go in there, bud. You're gonna have to come back. I'm coming in. Sorry. He's a good boy. He does a good job. So first update, I started staining this brooder. We've had so many projects going on that it's been hard to get any one single thing done. So it's about half done, but it looks pretty good. I'm excited to get it done. We put 30 more eggs in the incubator a week ago. I think they're going on day 8 today. So I got those from MyShire Farms. I'm really happy with them. They're just right in Ohio. It was really fast shipping. They packed them really well, and you know, it's nice to be able to find somebody online that you've bought from that you can follow, you can learn from, and that you kind of understand and see how they're housing their animals. So I'm really excited to see what we get out of that hatch. I ordered 25 and they sent me 30. It's a variety choice mix, so I'm really excited to see what might pop out of there. Other than that, Ryan got a hair up his ass and decided that he needed to match his little cart to his Ryobi tools. So we went to the hardware store and we found the right color spray paint so that he could match it to his tools. And he is really excited about it. And I guess there's a Ryobi fan club on Facebook that is like about ready to buy stock in Rust-Oleum because of the fact that they have Ryobi green. So that's pretty funny, pretty cool, good for him. Other than that, I need to go grab some graham crackers and we will go out and see the goats and sheep, and then we'll take a look at our baby quail inside. So stay tuned. All right, time for these guys' animal crackers. Hi guys. Huh? This is Rowdy. I love him. He was a rescue. He came to us with his brother when we first moved in. And unfortunately his brother had a pretty big tumor in his stomach. And so he only stayed with us for about 6 months before we had to lay him to rest. But this guy right here is kind of my pride and joy. He is the goofiest dude. Just the goofiest dude. And then we have Miss Delilah. Hi, Delilah. So when Rowdy's brother passed away, Ryan found someone who was looking to rehome some goats. She was, I think, about 8 months old when we got her. So that's Delilah. And then Bo is from the same lady. He came a little bit afterwards. It's really funny because they like to go out in the burrs, and Delilah has like none on her. And then Bo follows her out there, but apparently hasn't been taught the trick on how to get the bows out of his fur. I mean, burrs. The burrs out of Bo's fur. That's a good one. So at some point we're gonna have to sit down and brush him out. And then the two sheeps. Lucky and Sammy. Hi guys. I've been looking for some sheep shears. I'm going to shear them myself. I'm going to try to. I've never done it before, but I'm a vet tech and I shave dogs and cats all day, so I figure as long as I can get the sheep down, I can shave a sheep. So we'll probably make a video of that and it'll be a shit ton of fun. I am absolutely certain. So that's these guys. They live out here. They have this big pasture all to themselves, and it goes all the way up to the road. It goes all the way back to the edge of that cornfield, and then it stretches behind our barn, behind my parents' house, and then behind our house. So it actually stretches back there. It's more narrow, but it's a pretty big space, so they seem to enjoy it. And then their little barn where they can hang out when it's cold or wet. I'm surprised that Rowdy's out. He is a stickler for the rain, and he typically does not come out if it's the least bit wet. Ooh, there goes Pilgrim. You can see him. Oh, I can. Look, there he goes. Hi, Pilgrim. See you tonight, buddy. Be careful. I think he lives in that barn over there. So he's technically not our cat, but whatever. He comes and eats our food, and I buy him food. I try not to feed him too much. Obviously, I don't want him to stop doing his job as a outdoor cat. So he only gets like that one small bowl a day, and he usually makes it last. the full day. So, all right, let's go inside and I will show you our little Valentine's Day quail. They are getting so big and I'm really excited for you to see them. So let's go. So here's my little setup. Here's my greenhouse with my grow light. And then inside of there is the baby tub. I'll show you my plants real quick and then we'll get the babies out. Oh, hold on, sorry about that. So here's the first little baby that hatched. Let me get something for you to stand on. So this was the first one that hatched. So this is Roxy. Say hi to everyone, Roxy. That's how we say hi. All right, this one's a little crazy. Okay, and then here is Valentine. Super stinking cute. Where are you going? Turn around and look at this. I want you to see the feathers on this bird if I can get it to cooperate. Look at those. So pretty. So this is Valentine. This is the only dark one. It's taking off now. Would you cooperate for the camera? Cooperate for the camera. Okay. Only dark one we got out of the first hatch. So I'm going to pull the other two out together because they look almost identical. So these two are like the calmest. They like to just chill and hang out. Are guys cute? Don't you try to fly off that table. You're going to land on the floor. So those are the four that we had hatch out of the first set of eggs. The first set of eggs were not from MyShire Farms. They were just kind of like a practice set that I bought on eBay from someplace in Texas. I tried to look up the place because they had a name, but they're nowhere on social media. So I'm not sure if maybe it's like an older couple doing it or just somebody that doesn't do social media. But that's where these guys came from. So the other 30 that we have hatching are gonna come out. Actually, it's funny the way that it lined up because these guys were my Valentine's babies and then my MyShire Farms that I put in are actually due to hatch right before St. Patrick's Day. So I guess it's just a trend I'm doing with holiday quail. What are you doing with that foot? Let me put it underneath you. No? Okay. So that's it, guys. I will take you in, show you the eggs in the incubator. It's not really that much to look at. You've seen it before. It's just 30 eggs in the incubator. They just look like 30 quail eggs. And so hopefully we get some babies on those, and we'll have more babies to show you soon. Yes, say hello. Hello, hello. Aren't they cute? They're so little. So little and so cute. All right, guys, let's get back inside. All right, so it's just a basic tote. I poked some holes in the side just to add some extra airflow. You can use this for baby chicks, baby quail, baby ducks. Baby ducks are disgusting, but you could potentially use that if you wanted to clean it 16 times a day. Anyway, so all I did was I cut a couple holes in the top. This one is just so that they have like a ventilation system, so nothing covers that one. It just stays open. When they were really, really tiny, when I first put them in there, I covered that side with a towel just to kind of help keep the radiant heat inside the tote. But then this side I cut a circle out, and all I used was some hardware cloth that I had left over, and then I can't remember the name of this, but I talked about it in our video about the aviary. Metal strapping, that's what it is. So metal strapping metal strapping, some screws, and some hardware cloth. And then the light just sits on top of it. And then inside is babies, food, water that I just cleaned this morning, and they've already kicked food into it. And then some pine shavings. So the first couple of days I just had paper towels down so that they could get gripping, and then I switched out to the pine shavings once they figured out how to eat. So that is my DIY on-the-fly brooder. Alright, and then the last thing I have to show you guys today is the brooder. I was wrong. We're on day 8. So it'll be day 9 tonight because I always end up putting my eggs in the evenings. So we've got 30 little babies brewing. They're in there marinating. And I'm super, super excited. So March 11th is their early hatch date, and they can hatch as late as the 14th, which is St. Patrick's Day. So I'm really excited. Hope you guys are too. Alright guys, thanks again for watching another episode at the Rusty Roost Farm. Make sure that you like and subscribe and follow us on Facebook and Instagram for more updates. We really appreciate everybody that is so excited to see our episodes every week as we learn how to do this and make them better and more interesting. So thank you guys so much for coming every week, and thank you guys for messaging us and asking for more videos. I wasn't sure if anybody would want to watch them at all, and it really, really is awesome that you guys are so interested in what we're doing here. So I appreciate that. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time at the Rusty Roost Farm. Say bye, Bipper. This is your 15 minutes of fame. She's so pretty. Yeah.